Arizona, homeowner's best friend.
Now you're doing, is it at Garfield Elementary that you're doing a farm stand?
So we have a student-led farm stand. It's completely run by the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students. And it happens most a few times throughout the quarter because it takes a lot of orchestrating, but they decide what they grow. They decide what they're putting on their farm stand. They make things for their farm stand. They're really into value add. They're able to walk out into a garden space after learning the basics for a year or so. They can walk out there and decide what it is that they could put on their stand, what they can make. They've made soaps with lavender and rosemary and different herbs. They've made even bookmarks out of it with pressed flowers, and then different spices and things that floral arrangements they decided to make. So they drive everything that happens there. And it just, by having them actively participating in the space, it develops agency for them. They're going to be our future change makers in the world around our food system.
Wow, how cool is that? Well, and so when I was in college back in the early aughts, one of the things that I did is I farmed my front and backyard, and about 20 or 30% of what I would take to the farmer's market at Town and Country every week were flowers. Mm-hmm. And those are the first things that disappeared. People wanted the flowers. If they're doing... Tell me about the floral arrangements they're doing.
They grow every type of flower you can imagine. They work with the site manager there, and they decide, and I cannot put a floral arrangement together. When I've had to do it, I've literally dragged my son in because he's pretty good at that. And I don't even know how they do it. And they're so proud of what they do, and they should be. But they select the flowers, they grow the flowers, they harvest the flowers, and it's beautiful what they create.
And they're great for bringing pollinators to the garden as well.
They are. I wish we could have bees on campus. That's one thing we don't have on campus. But, when they first go out there, especially young kids, they're scared of the bees. And what they learn is that the bees are here to do a job. They're not here to harm you. And so if you're kind to the bees will be kind to you. And they start to just work around the bees. Especially, there are times when I see a ton of bees around the basil. We have this basil that grows there that it's never ending. It's
yes.
I feel like it's not even seasonal anymore. It's just there for every season. And there's a lot of bees working, and the students just kind of move around them. They deadhead the basil, they harvest the basil, and they're not afraid of the bees. But yeah, we need our bees. The bees are very important to our food system.
Rosie on the house, every Arizona home.